Hey, today is March 20th, and people are finding mushrooms right now. So I'm going to go back on my mountain, earliest in the year that I've ever checked. So we're going to go mushroom hunting in my backyard, and I'm going to get some exercise. Why don't you guys follow me along? We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I wanted to take you guys along on this beautiful spring day. Yeah, I think spring officially begins tomorrow, the 21st. So let's go up on my mountain and see if the mushrooms have come. The particular mushrooms I'm looking for is Morels. Yeah, there's no sign of the goats down here in their pasture. I have a feeling they're up here in the woods, probably finding their mushrooms before I can get to them. Yeah, I think that's where they're at. Yep, I found them. That's where they're at. And there's those three. Yeah, while they're foraging over there, I'm coming over to my area where I usually always find mushrooms right around in here. So let's go take a peek. Well, so far I'm getting skunked, and I gotta watch out for these things right there. That's poison oak. Well, none of those little nuggets on my mountain. Maybe someday soon we'll find something else. In the meantime, I'm going to go over here and check out my bee tree. It's a feral honey bee tree. I watched those bees take up residence in that tree, and I've been it's been about 10 years ago. And I check on them every year. So the pollen is flowing. A lot of pollen, a lot of wildflowers that have sprung up. So there's nectar. So if there's bees still in that tree, they should still be busy. But I don't see a thing going on. That's too bad. That's too bad. Yeah, since Oregon legalized the grow of marijuana, it's highly regulated with the Oregon Department of Alcohol. Um, yeah. Anyway, they police it, and there's been several new grows that came up, and they've busted them and knocked them down. But unfortunately, when they were growing, they were using banned pesticides, and that was affecting all the pollinators in the area. And unfortunately, I lost several bees to that practice of them using the banned uh, pesticides. And they were growing it illegally. They were operating illegally, because just because Oregon legalized it did not mean that just anybody could move in and start growing. Uh, yeah, we have a resident here that grows legally, and that is, he lives right down the road. Um, Jim Belushi. He has a TV show on Discovery Channel called Growing Belushi, and he does it all legally. And in fact, he does business with my cousin. My cousin owns the oldest and largest medical marijuana facility in the state of Oregon, and she drives down here about once or twice a week and collects product to go to her facility, which she uh, processes it, packages it, and markets it, and that's what she does. And she does have some grows up there, but she's all legal. She's been doing it for years, and this is the medical marijuana that she's been doing from the beginning. But it wasn't until just a few years ago that Oregon passed that you could grow marijuana or hemp, and hemp farms sprung up everywhere. And as a result, some of the hemp growers or marijuana growers, to protect their profits, were using all kinds of pesticides, and our pollinators succumbed to the result of that bad policy. Bad policy. So yeah, I just I calculated up to just ignorance on their part, and I had quite the financial loss myself because of it. Because we had a neighbor that had an illegal grow before it even became law, and he had obviously killed all the pollinators, because my bees, I lost all my bees, my honeybees, and he's in close proximity to my farm, or he was. He has since gone to prison because he was being stupid. All I know of him and his wife is they were the neighbors from hell. I mean, literally the neighbors from hell. I won't go into detail, but he's married, and he was going down and sleeping around with some lady down the road. His Friday night girlfriend Well, the Thursday night boyfriend was there, and he caught the Thursday night boyfriend with his Friday night girlfriend, and he shot him. Not life-threatening, but he ended up going to prison. And long story short, they are no longer living in the area. In fact, they are no longer living, period, because she died from some form of cancer, and he just succumbed to some form of cancer too. So, I wonder if attitude behavior affects the hormones and the unbalance of natural occurrences in your body. If you're in a constant state of hostility and toxic behavior, it releases all of that chemical into your body, and your body reacts to all that bad stuff getting released. And I wonder if that was a cause, an outcome, or a result of their daily lifestyle of just being hostile and toxic towards everybody. I've known a lot, and working in the medical field, I understand how the processes works, but working in the medical field, I encounter a lot of people who have certain maladies, and understanding their natural baseline behavior. I'm no expert or professional on this, and this is just a personal observation from working years in the medical field. My observation is they're hostile, they're toxic, and it doesn't surprise me that their behavior causes that chemical imbalance and creates havoc in their own lives. My goal in life is to choose to love in spite of anybody. Just choose to love, period. And my life is peaceful, it's comfortable, I'm getting healthier in spite of my exposure to Agent Orange. Yeah. But I'm dealing with it. But tried to go for mushrooms today, didn't find any, but I got some exercise. I got out of the house. I got to unwind. I got to relax. I got into fresh air, exercise, all good plus things. Watching my weight so I don't plump up again like a balloon. I am really focusing on just maintaining my weight and my health, what I put in my mouth. No more sugar, and I don't even eat any bread, no grain. I quit eating cereal grains and anything with sugars in it, including that stuff that they call sugar that comes from corn. I don't buy it. I don't eat it. I don't ingest anything with it. And basically, it comes to shopping the perimeter of the store and not the center part of the store. It's just whole life foods, fruits, vegetables, and fresh meats. And I'm fortunate because I have a garden. I can grow a lot of my own, but we have to shop sometimes and get stuff that we just can't grow up here in the mountains. Just can't grow. I see that the goats are done foraging, so they came back for a drink of water. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys and just take you on a walk. This is my backyard. I own that mountain. We've got sugar pine, cedar, Douglas fir. I got ponderosa pine up there. I've got madrone. I've got poison oak. And occasionally we'll have that elusive morel mushroom, maybe next time. Stay tuned for that. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a homestead tucked in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Be safe, always be kind, and choose to love. Period. Bye-bye now.